Hello, everyone. How are you doing? This is Daryl Guberman, CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm here in Connecticut. We also do ISO certification, all derivatives. Today, we are going to be educating another shareholder of Boeing who kept quiet. We have all the green card requests that we sent to them, 11 board members. We sent them a 42-page document, letters of recommendation, and my history, employment, and other history about Daryl Guberman, since they didn't know me, but I know them. I did a lot of research on them, all 11 of them. But I want to show this to you. Nothing happens by chance. 11 letters of recommendation and 11 board members. We have a special guest here. This video today is about QA expert and Boeing shareholder. Daryl Guberman educates Boeing board member, and here she is. Thank you, Sabrina, for coming in here. Sabrina Soussan. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. We're going to educate you a little bit. I hope you can stick around for this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you this. 11 letters of recommendation. Being the head of their quality department, that's what they need. You'll see. Just wait. Here we go. I was there April 17th, supporting Sam Salipar, the whistleblower for the Boeing 777-787. I have two documents there that prove without a shadow of a doubt Boeing gave up supplier auditing. That means on-site auditing that Boeing would go in and do to two pieces of paper. In 2013, starting on this side of the world, I was approved by 50% ownership on the American National Accrediting Board. It was owned by ASQ at the time, 50%, American Society for Quality. Mr. Dave Levy was sent there to destroy me some way, somehow, but nobody will destroy me, because what I have is the truth. None of this bullshit quality certification crap that ANSI ANAB dispenses. But let's continue on. I apologize for that language, by the way. I apologize, Sabrina, but anyway. So in 2013, Mr. Levy said, ANAB has no problem with you. We support you, sir. In 2015, as you can see here, Randy Doherty handed over leadership of the IAF. And Randy at the time was the vice president of ANAB, chairman of the IAF, and also the principal on the IAF tax report, which means he had complete control over that. Zhao Jinwu, the Chinese national, communist Chinese national, has been involved with our quality since 1994. He is also at the time the chief executive of the China National Accreditation Services, which is equivalent in accreditation to ANSI ANAB. He was caught in 2017. I call it caught, but there's a picture of him that we have in the Wuhan Virology Lab, the WIV, Wuhan Institute of Virology, where he handed a certificate for laboratory accreditation to a laboratory that was ill-prepared. We have all the data. I'm going to continue on because I want to try to keep this video short. In fact, let me just tell you something. Scientists went from the United States over to Wuhan lab, and the scientists in 2018 were getting the scientists from Wuhan saying, please, we need more trained technicians. In a CDC document of May of 2019 training document for the only organization was the WIV, Wuhan Institute of Virology. It stated that the most important part of any well-run bio-level 4 laboratory is the first line of defense is well-trained technicians. So he basically, Zhao Jinwu, basically gave a certificate to an ill-trained laboratory. No wonder why the COVID virus escaped. And then you have Pamela Sale, the vice president of ANSI ANAB's laboratory, state under deposition in Texas. Well, there's no protocol, and laboratories basically choose what they want to do and what they don't want to do, etc. In 2016, as you can see here, Randy invited us to join either the IF or ANAB or both, but how in good conscience could I join when in 2015 it was handed over to a communist Chinese national who's mandated by his country of origin, China, to take our data through the China National Intelligence Law, Article number 7. You getting that, Sabrina? I hope you do. Here it goes. ANSI is a private, not-for-profit, non-governmental corporation, has federal agencies and corporations on board. They've been around for about 100 years. You have ANSI ANAB. ANSI took over complete control over ANAB in 2018, and in 2021 to 2015, ANSI ANAB, with the federal agencies and corporations, were sitting on communist-run IAF, which is a association of accreditation bodies, both national and international, incorporated in Delaware, and their sister organization, ILAC, the International Laboratory Accreditation Cooperation. You got that? And they had the federal agencies and corporations on board. If you look it up, you'll find out the DHS got hacked, the FBI got hacked, all of them, DOJ. And here's Randy handing over the keys to the kingdom in 2015. This shows you that ANSI is a founding member, and they are the founder of the IAF along with the affiliate of ANAB. And I will say this to you, ladies and gentlemen, as well, that they are underwriters for the IAF and ILAC. Underwriters, which means they take control they take responsibility for any systematic or product failure. Now we come up on Boeing. Here's Boeing. Are you ready for this, Sabrina? You better hold on tight. You have this. You have Boeing sitting on ANSI's board. They're a member, and they also force down the throat of their suppliers and subcontractors ANSI ANAB certification. In 2002, Boeing gave up special process certification or inspection to a piece of paper run by Performance Review Institute. Also in 2002, that was in April. In July, they gave up supplier auditing or on-site auditing to an AS9100 certificate as long as it was accredited by ANSI ANAB. 2009, the FAA gave up FAA regulatory authority to Boeing, made them self-certification for 10 years, until 2018-19, when the Ethiopian Air and Indonesian Air crashed, which then what they did is the FAA came out, and you can read it if you want. I will gladly send you this information. You have it on video now, Sabrina. 203-556-1493 or Daryl, DARYL, at yahoo.com. So in 2009, they were made FAA. They were made agency. They are the FAA, okay? They didn't have to tell anyone about MCAS. They didn't have to tell anyone about design. They just said, do it, and they were free-willing. Okay, and then they weren't sending inspectors out to their facilities that did heat treat, welding, and also who did critical parts. Now, I would like to ask Sabrina, as a shareholder of Boeing, I would like to see the documentation as a quality individual, of expert, 40 plus years experience. I want to see the paperwork. I want to see it. Listen, if you can't find the door plug documentation, do you think you're going to have paperwork dating back 3 years, 5 years, or 20 years? Boeing, on their supplier portal where the suppliers go, the registrar must be third party to ANSI, ANAB, or international equivalent. Could be China, Iran, or Pakistan, because they are equivalent to ANSI, ANAB. They have ASQ there, I think, if I remember correctly, but ASQ, as I told you, turned into ANSI, ANAB, so I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. They took this down, ladies and gentlemen, this web page from the website, because I've been exposing it, and you see right here, it says March 2024, gives you the time. I took this because sitting on the Management Systems Accreditation Committee is Boeing, that can grant, suspend, and withdraw certification. I'm going to hold it there, Sabrina, so you can hone in on this. This is disgusting. 2017, when Boeing was still an FAA agency, they were caught fudging documentation. I guess the FAA got off the golf course with the CEO at the time, and they found paperwork that was not complying because they were fudging documentation. Most recently, by the way, Sabrina, in your composite facility in Pennsylvania, Bell Boeing V-22, they were caught from 2007 to 2018 scrubbing in numbers, not putting in times, temperatures, and I'm a composites guy, so time, temperature, and pressure are very important. And they got fined $8.1 million from the DOJ. Over here, you have the companies, agencies, DOJ, DHS, and FAA. And you have Boeing sitting together on ANSI ANAB's board. One thing, Sabrina, you have the Department of Commerce, DOJ, DHS, and FDA. Not only are they members of Boeing's board, but they are also customers, as seen in this balance sheet here, or this flow chart, or whatever this is, the end of under their documentation. Terrible. And then you have Robert Kelly Oatberg. He was the CEO on Rockwell Collins when the MCAS system was manufactured and implemented on the Boeing 737. My number is 203-556-1493 or Daryl, TQRS, at yahoo.com. I thank you.